back. Emmanuel CHIANGONG, we can already see you, so I'm just going to say good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, and you?
Great. Nice to see you.
Same here. I've not seen you in a while,
Good.
so it's good to be back with you.
Yeah, good to have your lovely presence. I hope everybody is smiling.
Oh, thank you. I hope so too.
And it's, of course, a pleasure also to have you guys relax at home.
Yeah.
And public holiday, whatever.
Special. I wish I could just stay at home too.
No, I don't think you need
and
that.
watch TV, and have breakfast in my PGs. And unfortunately, no, we have to be here. We have to work.
Yeah.
No, something every woman has to do before they leave the house each morning is to get ready.
Get ready.
And an important part of getting ready for a woman is getting their hair done.
The hair done, yes.
Now, there's the beauty space at home. That's something you've been talking about for a while now. We're going to revisit it.
Absolutely. It's beautiful to think about this beauty space. And now that you have probably a day off and you can be at home, why don't you just walk over to your beauty space while we discuss? And you'll be realizing that it's one of the most embarrassing places that the ladies have to visit. The beauty space is actually generally a junk where you have everything. And with the number of options, just look at what it takes for a woman to look beautiful in the morning. Not just feel beautiful in the morning. You can look at the number of options when it comes to doing with the head. The priority is like from up downwards. You look at the hair and you look at the face and then you go to your hands and maybe you forget about your toes. Well, we'll come to that later. At the level of the head, the options are just a billion. You may have a wig to put on, you may have a weave on, you may have braids, you may have hair pieces, you may have a cap and accessories. So you have like 1,000 options and you have to pick from one. One of your biggest difficulties is absolutely the fact that these things are so hanging all over the place. If they were well arranged, if they were placed in an orderly manner, what I'm trying to say that with the extension of your collection, so will be the space. If you have them in bags, twisted, ruffled, junk one over the other, that's the same way you get out of your home, with an approximate look because you rushed into something and you rushed out with it. This is not appropriate for the golden and the diamond, the platinum person that you are. It is absolutely necessary that we reflect. There's nothing wrong in preparing your day one day before. There's nothing wrong in taking out your dress from the wardrobe, hanging it up, after contemplating on what you're doing tomorrow and what you will want to be like tomorrow and the impact you want to make. It's like meditation. You look forward and you create a new day according to your desires, your objectives, and your intentions. You build that day. So there's nothing wrong in thinking that the evening before. But I was trying to say that your beauty space is taking care of your whole body. It has cosmetics, it has accessories, it has perfumes, it has also some other things like your handbags and stuff that may not necessarily be the place they should be. And most of the time we drop the things there as we walk in home from work and we are tired and we don't look back at what it looks like. And then we get up in the morning, we need it to be of service. It will be a very complicated, aspect. So I'm saying that your beauty space will be a great friend and asset to you, and will be a very strong accompanying factor in meeting your objectives if it is well arranged. And today can be just a wonderful day off from work to go there and look at what is happening there. You will have 5 bottles of moisturizers for your skin type, and all 5 bottles are half filled. And all 5 bottles are meant for your skin type. How come you bought up to the 3rd, 4th, and 5th?
I'm so guilty.
You move on to your cleansers. You have a bar, you have a gel, you have different forms, a foaming gel, you have a bar, different types of bars, and you have ordinary makeup removers, and you look at all of them. Some of them are 6 years old, 5 years old, 3 years old, 4 months, and all of them are half filled. You never went through with any one of them. What manages your decision as you jump from one bottle to the other? And then you move on to look at your lipsticks, your crayons, your skin tone has virtually not changed. So there are a range of a very tight contrast in terms of colors when you work on your face in terms of your eyebrows, eyelashes, lipsticks, and so on. Maybe your lipsticks can vary a lot more. The collection can be a bit larger because it goes with your varnish and the color of your handbags and other things. So lipsticks can vary. But when we have to eyelining pencils, when we go to eyebrow pencils, mascaras, we move around the tone of the body. Okay, 1 or 2 crazy things can be off, can come out. But if you have already 10 mascaras on your walk-up station, there is a problem. Maybe it's the quality that has improved. Then why don't you give out the qualities that you don't need? So we are trying to make this place a tidy, organized setup, because I want you to jump out electric every morning without having spent the whole day. The time you were to be in the bus riding to work, you spend it at your makeup space or at your beauty space. So when we look at the collection, just walk there now as we are discussing and try to start picking up the exercises, and you actually realize that there is a lipstick you used 6 years ago.
And that not used since then.
And you know, the point is that when it's not there, you are quarreling with somebody. Meanwhile, you are not using it. There is something wrong. If you are using it, fine. If you are counting them every day and you are making sure they are there and you are not using them,
there's a problem.
There's a problem. And it's a very serious problem. If you know how much energy and mind space that element occupies, you can understand why your salary has not increased in the last 2 years. You can understand why you have not made that diploma. You're repeating that exam. You can understand why you are not nice enough to attract the fortunes and the welfare and the love that is around you. So we should reduce the amount of mind space involved in managing the garbage that we build around us. It has to do with your wardrobe. It has to do with your beauty space. There are a lot of handbags that have gone out of shape because of the number of telephones they have carried and keys. You give them out. And we go back to the hair pieces. There are some of them that don't fit you. You've put on weight, you've lost weight. They don't work again. There are some of them that your status of life has changed. You used to have them as a student. Now you're working, you're in a corporate world, and the challenges, they need some other type of image for that, you know. You don't need them. So you start to decongest your beauty space. This is the message. Because we want to go into the business of making you the most beautiful creature in your universe. And so, rule number 1, decongest the beauty space. We've talked about how well you can look coming to the salon and getting the assistance of the beauty professional that we are. And the beauty consultants, we've talked about that. We've talked of how we organize our salon space so that you just feel wonderful. We've talked about that. Now we cannot forget that most of the time you are spending doing beauty at home. And you are your own beauty consultant. Yes, I know your loving husband and your loving wife can be playing a role. I'm not only talking to the women. I know their beauty space is bigger. But the men also can have their shoe brush on the makeup space. So I'm watching out their socks, you know, lined up. So we'll come to that. I'm just trying to say that we cannot forget what goes on at home because it takes a bigger part of the enhancement.
We spend more of our time doing at home.
The enhancing of all what we do in the salons is at home. And we think that if we can come into that your space, permit us intrude, loving ones, if you can allow us intrude into that your intimacy and just do a little bit of reorganization there, I'm showing that the combination of beauty salon and beauty space at home will make an explosive view, and that's just what we look forward to.
Oh, I agree completely to what you're saying, because trust me, most of the times when you spoke, I was just laughing and smiling because I know exactly what you're talking about. I have tried to decongest, but I still have a long way to go. I wish I were home today and then I could do it, but I guess I'm going to have to find another time. That's great advice. I hope that viewers watching us this morning have learned something and they are going to go do something about it, because you save so much time and so much stress when you have everything in order. Thank you very, very much.
Always my pleasure. Always.
Now, we only have a few minutes to the end of the show. So, EMMANUEL CHIANGONG, if you don't mind, we're going to go read the messages of some some televiewers who have been writing to us. We have so many. We cannot take all, but we'll come to them tomorrow. So we'll take as many as we can. Good morning to you in the studio. I'm Yvette from Chang and a student in the University of Chang. I want to greet my parents in Bamenda and most especially to my sister and all my friends. Thank you very much. This other one, hi, good morning to you in the studio. Kenneth from Bamenda. I want to say hello to my friend Queenest and to Auntie Eunice in Yaoundé. I'm a petty businessman. Hello to you. Thanks for writing to us. We are thinking of all the people who are working and remembering that tomorrow, of course, is Labor Day. Good morning, sister. Okay, good morning. Is it sister or is it brother? Good morning to you too. Thank you for the wonderful job you're doing. doing Christian literature business. My greetings to Reverend Ngojuel of Hope Baptist Church in Damukong in Bamenda.